Hello Aquarius, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and this is a special bonus read for you. It's a biggest block reading. So I'm going to go into what your biggest block is and how to release it, where it came from and how to release it. Blocks are about our resistances. It's how we're holding the good stuff away from us. And of course, this is a general reading for you, Aquarius. It might not apply to you. It might just apply to some of you watching this. And the reason that I'm doing these bonus reads, of course, is because I've got a half-price reading sale this weekend, and this weekend it's on my biggest block readings. And so, if you'd like a personal version of this, 3 pages, I get it out within 24 hours of you booking it. You're going to want to book in for one of those this weekend, because this weekend, I'll pop a link up there. This weekend, they're 75 Australian dollars instead of 150 Australian dollars, which is about 50 American right now, so great bargain to be had there. Also, I've got a competition at the moment, Aquarius. You can guess how many cards are in this bag of cards. Then, if you're the first to guess the right number, you're going to win a private reading with me worth 150 Australian dollars. So all you need to do to enter is guess the right amount. Subscribe to my channel, click like on a video, and then put that number that you've guessed in the comments on that video. Now, just one guess per video, please. First person to guess it will win that reading. So good luck with that, Aquarius. Now let's see, what's your biggest block? What is your biggest block and how can you release it? Where did it come from as well, Aquarius? Let's see. Right. Aquarius, you've got create and be firmer. So your biggest block is, it's like you have goals, you have dreams, you have goals. One day you can be really focused on that, and then the next day you're back down on it. Or you're writing your goals down and you're feeling really good and empowered. You write those goals down, but then as soon as you start work, or as soon as you get into life that day, suddenly you're feeling weak about it again. This is saying that maybe you're writing your goals way too high. You're making it way too big, out of reach, so you don't even believe in it yourself. You kind of believe in it when you're hyping yourself up and you're writing it down and you're doing that vision kind of work, but you're not believing it once you get into life. This could be like like me saying, "Oh, I want to earn $5,000 a day," right? And then writing that down, feeling all fired up about it, and then sitting down to do my videos or do my readings for clients and thinking, that's way beyond me. Imagine how many readings I'd have to do to get that amount. It'd be too much. It'd be too much. And so I'm feeling like this is what you're doing to yourself, Aquarius. You're setting your goals way too high. You're trying to create something that you can't be firm in it. And you're probably thinking that your biggest block is remaining true to that goal. But what I'm hearing is it's not that. You can't remain true to that goal when it's not in alignment with you. So the goals that you're picking are not in alignment with you. Maybe you're asking way too much of yourself. So Aquarius, if this is financial goals that you are asking for, that you're trying to reach, which I'm hearing it is for a lot of you, you're going way too high. You're putting it out of your range. Like, my readings are 150, and if someone doubles the length of it, what's that then? That's 280, and then if someone adds a half price healing onto it, 280. So this is like the most someone would get in one go, plus 75. So I've lost count already. 355, I don't think it is, for all of that. So someone doubles it and adds an energy healing on. So right, how many of those can I do a day? That takes me, I could probably do about 6 or 7 of those a day. So add that up. I'm not going to add that up in my head. That's way too much. But I'm not. If I set myself a goal of like $10,000 a day, I'm not going to get that. It's not even possible to get that. Even if like 10 people booked in for my weight loss program, that would equal the $10,000. But I can't do 10 hours. And in fact, it'd be more than that. It's about 2 hours that I do with that. I can't do that. I can't. There isn't the hours in the day to physically do that. So I'm feeling the same for you. Is you're asking for something, you're trying to create something that's physically impossible. It's not physically impossible if you've got yourself there. So if I were to change my business so that I'm doing one-to-many, which I'll do when the one-on-one readings get too much for me, I'll have to change it to expand. Then I can ask for that. But if you're asking for way more, but the the confines that you've got, like in your work or in the way that you're running your business, your confines will make it smaller than that, are making that amount of money that you're asking for way, way outside of what is even possible, then you're just asking pie in the sky stuff. You're wanting that magic thing to come along to make your business bigger, but you haven't got the systems in place to do that. You just can't do that. You can't do that. So you're asking for way too much. Your block isn't that you are not being firm about it. It's not, your block isn't in backing off from it. Your block is in not asking for what's aligned with you in the first place. The universe doesn't want you to wear yourself out. It doesn't want you to do like 20 hours of readings a day. That would be ridiculous. The universe doesn't want that from you. It wants you to enjoy your life. It wants you to, yeah, sure, it wants you to help people. It wants you to do what you do and enjoy doing it. But it's not asking you to do like so many of them. And so why are you asking that of yourself? Huh? Why are you asking for something that's going to take you working 20 hours a day to do? So yeah, it's what you're trying to create is your biggest block. What you're trying to create and it not being in alignment with you. It's not true to you. It's not true to the limitations that you've placed on yourself. Sure, you've placed on yourselves. And it could be that you've been listening to law of attraction teachers and it's like just focus on the end goal, focus on the end goal. It's not very good to do that if the end goal is beyond your reach right now. You've got to see where you are now and actually evolve from where you are now. Focus on where you are right now and take it to the next level. It's good to have bigger goals, but not that big. Like I've done that before. And even you might have heard me recently talking about paying my credit card off. So a few weeks ago, I paid my credit card debt off. And you know how long I had been writing down that goal for all my debt to be gone? A long time. And it turns out in the end, it was me that did it. It was like when I was writing it down as a goal, I was expecting the universe to do it for me, like some magical amount of money to come in for me to pay it off. And that's not how it happened. I worked harder, I worked more, I worked smarter, I got more customers in, I paid it off myself. Yeah. And so it could be that you're doing the same kind of thing, Aquarius. You're kind of waiting for universal magic to come in, and the universe is waiting for you because you're the one that's going to do it. You're the one that's going to do it, Aquarius, because your life is about you. It's not about just like magic showing up for you. Sometimes magic can show up for you. And here's what it's all about. What it's all about. It's about fear of lack and you're judging yourself. It's like you're trying to take a leap up. You're trying to take like a giant leap up forward because you're judging yourself. It's not okay. You're not okay with yourself where you are right now. So you're beating yourself up for where you are right now. You don't think it's right. And so you're setting these goals that are way, way beyond you. It's like a punishment. It's like asking a toddler who's just learning how to walk to run a marathon. You're being really mean to yourself. Like that would be horrible to do that to a child, wouldn't it? So stop doing it to yourself. You're expecting way, way too much of yourself, and it's mean. And it's because you're coming from this place of fear of lack. So you need to break free of that fear of lack, because that's why you're doing it. That's why you've got this resistance in you. You're judging yourself because of the fear of lack. It's like you want to magic your way out of the fear of lack. It's like you want to create conditions outside of yourself that is going to let you get rid of this fear of lack. And it's the wrong way around. You've got to get rid of the fear of lack first, and then your manifestations will change. Yeah. Then your manifestations will change. Make sense? So when you're in a fear of lack position, when you're just fighting fires, when you're just trying to pay the next bill, you're just trying to get your rent together, you might be writing goals down on your goal list or on your vision board or whatever, saying, with these massive figures on there, you're trying to manifest that, but you don't really believe it because what you're focused on, as soon as you get away from your vision board, you're focused just on paying that next bill or paying the same rent. That just shows you're in a fear of lack, and no amount of writing pie in the sky goals down is going to get you out of that. You've got to get yourself out of the fear of lack first. Now, how do you do that? Well, you start focusing on positive goals instead, not pie in the sky goals, but positive goals from where you are now. You get real about where you are now, and you make it okay. It is okay where you are now. Where you are now is okay. It's okay. You don't have to judge yourself for it. You can be okay about it. Even if you've got no money, even if you're in debt, be okay about it. And then set yourself little goals, just little goals that you're going to be able to achieve, and so you feel good about yourself, just little goals. Get yourself out of that fear lack. Get yourself focused on positive goals, not pie in the sky goals, but positive goals that you can achieve, and then go for it that way. What else have we got for you, Aquarius? Yeah, you got to stop worrying. That's the other thing. You got to stop worrying about abundance. Worrying, you just manifesting the same fires over and over again, the same lack of money, the same struggles over and over again. You've got to stop worrying. How can you stop worrying? You need to distract yourself to something else. So when I've been worried about money or worried about anything, I've got to distract myself. I get in the pool. I sit there in the pool and I look at the trees and I look at the animals and the dragonflies and the butterflies and the eagles soaring up overhead, the birds playing with each other. I just get involved in nature, and that really helps me to distract myself, because you can't focus on the thing. You can't focus on this. If you're in worry, any amount of focus on the same thing, on money, on abundance, on those goals even, it's going to keep you in that worried state. You can't take yourself out of the worried state by focusing on that same thing. You can't do it. You've got to distract yourself. So that's one way I do it. I sit in the pool and I watch nature. Go for a walk on the beach. Get into my body. Sports does it for me, exercising. Just anything to distract you, Aquarius. Anything to distract you from that. Yeah, so it's interesting the fear of lack card and the abundance card came out, because that's what I was really feeling that this is about for you. Is you trying to create pie in the sky money so that you don't worry anymore, so that you're not fearing lack anymore. It's like wrong way around, Aquarius. You've got to get yourself out of that state of worry and lack first. And then think about it this way, Aquarius. Have you heard or do you know of multimillionaires? They lose everything, bankruptcy, lose everything. And it's not long until they're multimillionaires again. That happens, right? And that's because they know this. When they go into bankruptcy, they're not focused on that. They're not focused on paying their rent. They're not focused on paying that next bill. They're not focused on that at all. They're focused on their big goals again. They can do that. They can focus on those big goals because they've been there. They believe in themselves. They know they can do it. They've got a positive focus on what it is that they want. They don't get caught up in the lack. They're not thinking about the bill that they've got to pay. Because if they do, then they'll end up carrying on in ruin. Same with people that win the lotto. They've been in the lack, and then they win the lotto. They get themselves back to lack again, and it's because they don't take themselves out of the lack. So this thing that you're trying to create, this amount of money you're trying to create, you're probably wanting just to win the lotto, and you think it's going to change things. It's not. It's going to make you feel worse about yourself, because you're going to end up right back where you were. You have to change the fear of lack and that worry first. Get yourself focused on something positive for yourself, and then your external circumstances will change. It doesn't happen the other way around. And when it happens the other way around, it doesn't make any difference. We get ourselves back to where we're vibrating anyway. Wow, there you go, Aquarius. Does that hit home for you? If you like this reading, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? Leave a comment. Guess how many cards are in this bag. And if you'd like one of those private biggest block readings this weekend, half price, there'll be a link around about there to book in for one of them. Have an awesome weekend, Aquarius. I'll see you next time. Bye.